Korean dramas have captivated global audiences with their diverse storytelling approaches, compelling characters, and unique cultural elements. Here is a list of every major Korean drama genre explained. Sejak, historical drama. These dramas transport viewers back to Korea's rich historical periods. Set anywhere from the ancient Three Kingdoms era to the early 20th century, Sejak recreates the past with stunning visual detail. You'll see elaborate palaces, traditional hanboks, Korean clothing, and historical figures brought to life. These shows often explore important historical events while adding fictional characters and storylines. Moon Embracing the Sun follows a king's forbidden love for a female shaman, while Six Flying Dragons dramatizes the founding of the Joseon dynasty. Mr. Sunshine explores Korea's fight for independence in the early 1900s, and Kingdom creatively combines historical settings with a zombie plague. Sejak dramas help viewers understand Korean history and cultural traditions while enjoying compelling stories. Makjang, extreme drama. The term makjang in Korean means something has gone to extremes, which perfectly describes these over-the-top melodramas. These shows feature outrageous plot twists, shocking revelations, and characters who will do almost anything to achieve their goals. Expect to see secret identities, dramatic revenge plots, unexpected birth secrets, and intense confrontations. The Penthouse, War in Life follows ultra-wealthy families competing for power and prestige in a luxury apartment building, with shocking betrayals and crimes along the way. Sky Castle examines the extreme pressure in Korean education as elite parents resort to manipulation and even criminal activity to get their children into top universities. While the scenarios might seem unbelievable, these shows are addictively watchable and often comment on real social issues like wealth inequality and power dynamics. Rom-com, romantic comedy. These popular dramas blend heartwarming romance with humor to create entertaining love stories. Korean rom-coms often use creative premises and tropes like contract relationships, childhood connections, or workplace romances to bring couples together. Business Proposal features a case of mistaken identity when a woman goes on a blind date in her friend's place, only to discover her date is her company's CEO. Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju follows college athletes navigating first love and personal growth. What makes Korean rom-coms special is how they balance lighthearted moments with character development and emotional depth. The best ones show characters overcoming personal challenges while finding love, creating stories that are both entertaining and meaningful. Medical drama. These shows explore the high-pressure world of healthcare through the lives of doctors, nurses, and patients. They combine medical cases with personal storylines about the healthcare workers' lives outside the hospital. Korean medical dramas often feature specialized doctors with unique skills or approaches to medicine. Hospital Playlist stands out by focusing on the friendship between five doctors who've known each other since medical school and share a love of music. Good Doctor follows a young surgeon with autism and savant syndrome who faces discrimination despite his exceptional abilities. These shows explain medical concepts in accessible ways while exploring ethical dilemmas, hospital politics, and the emotional toll of working in healthcare. They show both the technical aspects of medicine and the human connections that make the profession meaningful. Thriller mystery. For viewers who enjoy suspense and complex puzzles, these dramas deliver intricate plots filled with unexpected twists and gradually revealed secrets. Korean thrillers often combine crime solving with psychological elements and social commentary. Signal uses a supernatural premise, a detective in the present communicating with a detective in the past through a mysterious walkie-talkie to solve cold cases and prevent crimes. Beyond Evil explores how a series of murders affects a small town and the complex relationship between two detectives with different methods but similar goals. Flower of Evil follows a man living under a false identity whose detective wife begins investigating a case connected to his past. These shows keep viewers guessing until the end while exploring deeper themes about justice, truth, and human nature. Fantasy. These imaginative dramas incorporate supernatural elements, magical realism, and mythological concepts into contemporary settings. Korean fantasy often draws from traditional folklore and beliefs while addressing modern themes. Hotel del Luna centers on a mysterious hotel that serves exclusively ghost clients, run by a beautiful but cursed woman who has managed the establishment for a millennium. Guardian, the Lonely and Great God, also known as Goblin, follows an immortal being seeking release from his eternal life, who forms unexpected connections with a high school student and a grim reaper. These shows use fantastical elements to explore very human emotions and questions about life, death, fate, and connection. The fantasy framework allows creators to address deep themes in creative ways while providing visually stunning and emotionally resonant stories. Action. These high energy dramas feature physical confrontations, chase sequences, and characters with exceptional combat skills. Korean action dramas often incorporate elements of thriller, crime, or even comedy alongside their action sequences. Vagabond follows a stuntman who becomes entangled in a government conspiracy while investigating his nephew's death in a suspicious plane crash. The K2 features a former mercenary hired to protect a politician's secret daughter, leading to complex political intrigue. These shows showcase impressive fight choreography and stunt work while developing compelling characters whose motivations drive the action. Many explore themes of justice, corruption, and the costs of violence, giving depth to the exciting action sequences. Slice of life. These realistic dramas focus on everyday experiences and ordinary people facing relatable challenges. Rather than relying on dramatic plot twists or high concept premises, slice of life shows find meaning and beauty in daily interactions and personal growth. My Mister explores the unlikely connection between a middle aged engineer facing professional and personal disappointments and a young woman struggling with poverty and isolation. Reply 1988 portrays five families in a Seoul neighborhood in the late 1980s, capturing both the specific historical moment and the universal experiences of friendship, family relationships, and coming of age. These thoughtful shows often move at a gentler pace, allowing for nuanced character development and authentic emotional moments that reflect real life. Psychological. These thought provoking dramas delve into the complexities of the human mind, exploring how past experiences shape present behavior and how people cope with trauma, mental health challenges, and emotional wounds. It's Okay to Not Be Okay follows the unconventional relationship between a psychiatric ward caretaker and a children's book author with antisocial personality disorder, as both begin to heal from childhood traumas. Save Me examines the psychological impact of cult manipulation as friends attempt to rescue a former classmate. These shows approach psychological topics with sensitivity and depth, offering insights into human behavior while telling compelling stories. They often show characters working through their inner struggles and finding healing through connection with others. Legal law. These dramas take viewers into courtrooms and law offices, showing how legal professionals navigate complex cases while balancing personal ethics with professional responsibilities. Korean legal dramas often focus on the pursuit of justice within systems that can be corrupted by power and influence. Extraordinary Attorney Woo follows a brilliant lawyer on the autism spectrum who uses her unique perspective and exceptional memory to solve cases in creative ways while navigating workplace challenges. Suspicious Partner combines legal drama with romance as prosecutors work to catch a murderer who may be targeting people connected to them. These shows explain legal concepts and procedures while exploring questions about what true justice means and how it can be achieved within imperfect systems. Family drama. These shows examine the complex web of relationships within Korean families, often spanning multiple generations living under one roof or closely connected. They explore how family members support each other through difficulties while also navigating conflicts arising from generational differences, inheritance issues, or differing values and expectations. Family dramas show both the strength of family bonds and the tensions that can arise within them. They often balance heartwarming moments with realistic conflicts, reflecting the complicated nature of family relationships. These dramas provide particular insight into Korean family structures and values while addressing universal themes about belonging, obligation, and unconditional love. Sci fi. These forward looking dramas incorporate scientific concepts and technological innovations to explore what if scenarios. Korean sci fi often focuses more on the human implications of technology than on the technical details themselves. Memories of the Alhambra examines the blurring lines between virtual and physical reality when an augmented reality game begins to have real world consequences. My Hollow Love explores the relationship between a woman with face blindness and an AI hologram designed to appear as a perfect companion. Train uses parallel worlds theory to examine how different choices might lead to dramatically different outcomes. These shows use scientific concepts as frameworks to examine human questions about identity, connection, and what it means to be human, in an increasingly technological world. Horror. These spine tingling dramas incorporate elements designed to frighten and unsettle viewers, often drawing on traditional Korean ghost stories and supernatural beliefs. Korean horror frequently blends psychological terror with supernatural elements, creating distinctive approaches to the genre. Sweet Home follows residents of an apartment building fighting to survive as humans transform into monsters reflecting their deepest desires. Kingdom combines zombie horror with historical drama as a crown prince investigates a mysterious plague in Joseon-era Korea. The Guest features a trio of specialists, a psychic, a priest, and a detective, who confront malevolent spirits. These shows use frightening elements to explore deeper themes about human nature, social issues, and the battle between good and evil, elevating them beyond simple scare tactics.